Hi guys, it's Dana Walton, and today I'm going to take you behind the scenes with me on how I did the photo with my hands in the kitchen sink. When I posted that photo, I wasn't surprised I was going to get a few messages asking me what the secret was behind how did I get both hands in the photo. When I've seen that photo on Instagram on other people's accounts, it would always pique my curiosity as well. What's the secret behind them having both their hands in the photo? Where's the camera? I want to see the pullback of that. So today, I will reveal to you how I did it and how a lot of these other people are doing it as well. So there's two ways you can do it. The first way involves a tripod. So when you use your tripod, you're going to take the top arm and you're actually going to bring it down parallel with the floor. And what that will do is it will give you that exact perspective that you're looking for, that's looking on top of something. One of the main advantages of doing it this way is it actually allows you to be hands-free in the photo and you can have both your hands in the scene. You probably need to use your self-timer, or if you have a cable release remote, I would use that as well. You want to make sure before you take the photo that you view the scene through your viewfinder if you can, to make sure that you are using a lens that will give you the right amount of view in your photo. If you're using, for example, in my photo, I used a 10-24 wide angle lens. So I knew that would cover a lot of ground on my kitchen counter and it would be able to reveal more of the story of what was going on, which was simply me washing the dishes. I use that because this is really common in my house. I tend to do some dishes every day, so it was a very, as I mentioned, authentic kind of daily routine for me for my prompt. The con of using a tripod, if I have to list one, it would be that because your camera is facing downward and it's pretty heavy, it's going to have a tendency to want to sort of fall over. So you want to make sure that you have something to counterbalance that. You may need to put a bit of weight on the back end of your tripod to just offset or create a balance so it's not tending to want to fall over onto you. I didn't really want to go that route with it. I thought I would try it a different way. This is the other way it was explained to me. So the other method, which is fairly easy while you're doing it, however, in post-production, that's where you need to be creative and understand how to use Photoshop, is you take actually two separate photos. So in my case, I used my DSLR, Nikon D750, and I had the 10-24 lens on. And what I did was I simply, and you want to make sure your camera strap's not in the way, because generally when you're shooting from above, gravity naturally wants to pull everything in front of the lens. So in this case, I brought the camera up here, I set my left hand up for the scene, and I took a photo. And then, carefully, and it's actually really kind of awkward because it's not really designed to take a photo with your left hand, but, oop, and there goes the camera strap. So again, you want to kind of tuck that up away or take it off. That would be a lot easier. So I'm holding the camera approximately at the same height. You want to try and get as much of the same angle as you can because it will make life a lot easier in post. And then I set up my right hand and I take the photo. And so what I do is I bring both of those photos into Photoshop and I select the one main photo that I want, and when I add a new layer, I simply clone in the other hand. I don't clone in a whole lot of the other scene if I can help it, because I may have a bit of distortion if the angle was slightly tilted or slightly skewed. I don't really want to, worry about any kind of distortion in the image. I really just want to focus on bringing the hand in. So that's all I do is I clone in the hand, I make a layer mask, and then I sort of refine that edit by, making those minor adjustments that you need to. A much simpler way to do it, if the camera is too bulky, is to use your phone. Just simply use the selfie camera on it, and the advantage of that is you can see from above what you're doing, and it is a lot easier to manage a smaller camera. So why not try it out? Take a photo of your left hand, and then it's really easy to just switch out hands and then take a photo with your right hand. And if you don't know this already, if you use the volume button on your phone, that will take the photo. So you don't have to try and fumble of, finding the little button, because I know it can feel extra awkward. So use the volume button on your phone and that will take the photo for you. And again, the process behind the scenes is very much the same as the DSLR. You're going to bring both photos into Photoshop, and you're going to have to simply clone or merge your other hand into the photo, and that will create the illusion that you took it with a camera from overhead and both hands are in the scene. Or as I mentioned before, use your tripod, and then you really do eliminate the hassle in post. The only thing you may end up having to do if your tripod legs are in the scene, you may just have to clone those out, and that's really easy to do. So tripod, you can use both hands. The disadvantage is, you may have to stabilize the camera, or you can not use a tripod and just freestyle it. And the main disadvantage with that is you will have more post editing to do, but if you're comfortable with Photoshop, it's really not too hard. So you should just be able to combine those two images together as a nice composite. So anyway, I hope this was helpful for you. I know I wanted to know how it was done, and I'm happy I learned, and I'm also thrilled that I can share with you how easy the process is, and I'm excited to see the photos you're going to post with both your hands in the scene. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.